Hey guys, it's Theo, and I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been blowing up my channel lately and getting my Ashley Eckstein clip to over 200,000 views, which is just insane. What's even crazier is that pretty much all of you guys have yet to hit that sub button, so make sure you go do that so we can hit 500 subscribers before the end of the year. Anyways, I want to talk about Andor. Since its premiere, this series has consistently delivered not only some of the best Star Wars, but also some of the best television I've ever seen. And even after watching the first 3 episodes, it's clear how much love, care, and most importantly, thought was put into this show. Phenomenal acting, brilliant writing, intricate set design, great cinematography and editing, and let's not forget the fantastic score from Nicholas Britell. All of this goes into creating a Star Wars story that feels incredibly cinematic and like a fresh take on the galaxy far, far away. However, when compared to shows like The Book of Boba Fett or Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's almost unfair how Andor ends up being both the best Star Wars show of 2022 and, dare I say, the best show on Disney Plus right now. From an abundance of action, to a slew of cameos from fan-favorite characters, to Jedi and Sith duking it out, to a focus on a grand galactic conflict, to, at times, an over-reliance on ILM's fancy stagecraft technology, to a galactic empire that often feels cartoonish and one-dimensional, Andor takes a complete 180 when it comes to these common Star Wars tropes, and reinvents the galaxy far, far away in a new and incredibly compelling way. What separates Andor from most of Star Wars is the fact that while the scope and scale of the show is immense, its story is personal, character-driven, and most importantly, grounded and real to both us and the characters. Most importantly, the show really does take advantage of its longer form storytelling. And similar to a series like Arcane, everything in these arcs builds towards a climax that is nothing short of epic. Because we spent time getting to really know these characters, their motivations and struggles, when the action hits, it hits. Every moment feels earned and has real impact for our characters. Overall, with or without action, there is truly never a dull moment in Andor, which is just a testament to the incredible writing on this show. Also, I love how in-depth this series goes in exploring and showing what each of its different planets are like. Much of this show was either shot on a huge set or out on location, which adds a much more atmospheric, lived-in feel to the galaxy far, far away. In Andor, there's also a significant focus on the ordinary people of the galaxy, their everyday lives, their culture, and their sense of community. The extra attention and depth this series provides makes scenes on planets like Ferrix or Aldhani feel uniquely immersive compared to most planets in Star Wars, which honestly just feel like a backdrop for our main characters most of the time. Finally, where this show truly shines is in how it almost completely recontextualizes the conflict between the rebels and the Empire. In Andor, the Empire is calculated, organized, and the people within it aren't nearly as cartoonish or incompetent as we once thought. It's what makes Dedra Meero such a fascinating yet terrifying antagonist for this series, because we're drawn in by her as this underdog within the ISB. She is ruthless and determined in her pursuit of power, and is willing to do whatever it takes, which makes Bix's torture scene that much more disturbing. Andor also highlights that after over a decade in power, the Empire has grown complacent, and they don't pay attention until it's already too late. It's how we start with local security officers like Cyril Karn. Then we see the Imperial Army, prominently featured on planets like Aldhani, and only see stormtroopers once the Empire really puts their foot down. In Andor, they actually feel menacing and like the elite soldiers they're always said to be. Throughout Star Wars, it's this reactionary escalation that builds the rebellion. Then, when it comes to what the rebellion looks like in Andor, I think this clip from The Rise of Skywalker best sums it up.
Where did they get all these fighter craft? They have no navy.
It's not a navy, sir. It's just
people.
And he's right, it's just people. Unless you're some elite warrior or a Jedi, the Empire will always underestimate you because they don't care. And that's what always comes back to haunt them. It's what makes these acts of rebellion that much more powerful and inspiring. In the end, it's people who are the Rebel Alliance, the ones who lay the foundations of hope, who make 10 men feel like 100, and those who burn their lives for a sunrise they know they'll never see. Andor is the exact kind of Star Wars story I've been wanting, and I still cannot believe that this show even exists, and that it's this good. With Andor, it feels like we've truly entered a new age of Star Wars storytelling with some incredible potential. Andor has redefined and set the standard for what a great Star Wars story can be. Now that we have it, I want to continue to see these more mature, realistic, and practical takes on the galaxy far, far away, because variety is what this franchise needs right now. Not so much in terms of quality, but in the kinds of new stories we see. However, only time will tell if Andor's success will come to define the future of Disney and Lucasfilm. In conclusion, Andor is everything I was hoping it would be and so much more. Honestly, apart from a few nitpicks, this series is perfect. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely looking forward to the other Star Wars stuff we're getting in just a few months, but it's still gonna be a long 2 years while we wait for the next season of this incredible show. Thanks for watching. If you like Star Wars and want to see more from my channel, be sure to subscribe, come check out my Discord server, and follow me on Twitter. Let me know what you thought of Andor Season 1 in the comments, and until my next video, whenever that may be, this is Theo, signing off.